welcome back to the John and Linetia Show.
We'd like to thank Chicago Alderman Ed Burke for hanging with us last hour and discussing his strategy for each level of Angry Birds.
That man sure does love that game.
It was an enlightening hour, that's for sure.
Yes, it was. So, Mr. John, do you watch the Oscars?
Usually not.
Why not?
I don't like... Seriously, I don't really care about watching any kind of reward shows. Just
Really?
people in Hollywood patting themselves on the back, or the music industry, behind the times patting themselves on the back. It's just kind of, I don't know, it just bores me. I just really don't care too much about that. And then I'll watch the next day, take a look at the highlights of whichever. So.
But you do go to the movies.
I've gone to a movie here and there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen any of the movies that have been nominated?
Well, I think The Help has been nominated for many things. I've seen that. I saw Hugo.
Okay, how was Hugo? I didn't see that.
Hugo, it was okay.
Okay.
It was, good visuals. The thing that I didn't like, I don't like about any kind of a story is that it's what I would call kind of that sort of Three's Company effect.
Okay.
The sitcom Three's Company, basically they would do an episode and it would all hinge on some bit of information or some misunderstanding
Right.
that one person had for another. In other words, if all of a sudden it's somebody walks in on Jack and he's with a woman, oh no, it's Mr. Furley, and we've got to do 30 minutes of trying to convince Mr. Furley that he's gay, or something like that, or that he's that it wasn't instead of just coming out and saying, listen, I'm not gay, I'm living with these two women, they don't even like me that way, so anyway, Hugo had a similar, I don't want to say similar to that because Hugo wasn't gay, but kind of a similar thing where like early on in the film, in order to keep the story going, the main character does not divulge certain details.
Okay.
So instead of a 2-hour movie, he basically could have been a good half hour had he just said up front, oh, wait a minute, let me explain this. And I just didn't, that kind of a story plot device just kind of, that really annoys me as a writer, because I kind of feel like you're propelling the story in an artificial, fake way.
Okay.
That said, I thought the visuals and kind of the gist of things and that Martin Scorsese did was good. I saw it in 3D. I didn't think it needed to be in 3D.
Okay.
Which I think pretty much most movies don't need to be in 3D.
I know. I just don't like it when I go to the movies now, and 3D is like the only thing offered.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I noticed that this
and
weekend.
then I have to pay for 3D glasses, and it's an extra $3. I'm trying to go to the matinee.
Yeah, that's a load. And then they want the glasses back, so
Yes,
you're
what the
renting them
heck?
for $3. It's like, screw that. But no, I thought it was I thought it was a good movie. I just didn't think it was all that great. I don't know that. It didn't get any of the acting award nominations, but Scorsese got a director nomination. Okay. Right. I don't know about Best Picture. I don't think it was all that great.
Okay.
But
But you gotta admit, Martin Scorsese is brilliant.
Sure.
He is brilliant.
Okay.
I just want to get that out in the open, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna like every movie that he makes.
True.
It's just not. That doesn't mean that.
Yeah.
Me personally, I've seen a couple of the movies that are nominated. I did see The Help. And
that was good.
It was very good. It was very moving. I think it was great for this time. You know what I mean? But yeah, I can see why it was nominated for Best Picture or Best Actress. I could see that. I did see a movie you didn't see, which was Dragon Tattoo. Yes.
Yeah, the girl with the dragon tattoo. I just looked at and thought The thing is actually, I was like, what is this movie about? And they had a very hard time explaining, at least in the previews, what it was about.
Yeah, because they have 2 storylines going.
I don't care how many storylines you got. All I looked at was there's this unattractive girl who apparently has a dragon tattoo, and then she's being chased.
No.
Oh. Well.
No, she's trying to chase people.
Oh, she's chasing people.
Yes.
So run away if you see a girl with a dragon tattoo.
Right, pretty much.
All right.
I also saw Bridesmaids.
Oh, yeah. I've been meaning to see that.
Yeah, it's really, 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 really good.
Yeah. Well,
And it's nice that it even got the recognition. It was very good.
yeah. Did you see The Hangover? Did you like The Hangover?
I did. But
Okay.
is it nominated? It's not nominated.
No.
For anything.
It was last year, or it was a few years ago, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
But Bridesmaids, everyone kind of was saying it was like the female Hangover
Possibly.
in a lot of ways.
Possibly. Another question. What is your view on marriage?
I'm not against it.
You're not against it.
No.
Okay. From the people that you know, do you see a lot of your friends getting married later on in life? Do you see a lot of your friends getting married early? What are you seeing?
I didn't know too many people who got married like early, like in their 20s. Most of everybody I knew got married, in their mid to late 30s.
Okay.
Even my friend was 41 who just recently got married.
Okay. Well, there's been a lot of talk out there saying that it's a good idea, or there are more people that are getting married later on in life. And they're waiting until they have their career started, and they're getting married then.
And that's a good idea?
According to what I've been reading, yes, that's a great idea.
Okay.
That more marriages are staying together, once they have that there.
Mm-hmm.
Also, this certain group of people who have a degree and then they get married, have kids, and their families stay together.
So the smarter you are, the better you are at being married?
That's what it says.
I don't know.
According to that. I mean, I don't know. We got so many different things out here that now are supposed to be the family idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to look at the research in that study because I don't know that I entirely believe that.
Okay.
I don't equate intelligence to more likely to go through with a vow that you made. It just doesn't equate to me.
Okay. And then what is the definition of a family? Are we looking at 2 men with a child is okay? 2 women with a child is okay? Should it be a man and a woman?
Yeah, a family unit is a family unit. So I think 2 parents, if there's children, then 2 parents. Yeah, technically a family, a single mom or a single dad with kids, that's a family. Okay. So, what's better, for the child or anything like that, it probably would be having 2 of whatever, whether it's two mommies, 2 daddies, or a mommy and a daddy, I think.
Mm-hmm. Now, I also believe that whoever your role models are should be your parents.
Right.
And I'm reading that maybe people in these higher offices also should try to push to keep families together. And I don't know if that's their job.
Yeah, I don't see how that can work. It's sort of, it's easy for them to restrict people to, drive a car. You can't stop someone from having children. Mm-hmm. And I don't see how you can stop someone from divorcing or, for even that matter, stopping someone from getting married. It's one of those things where you probably have a lot of, on the one hand, you've got a lot of conservatives who talk about the family unit. On the other hand, then they also want to put all these restrictions in, but they don't want government intruding on things. So,
right.
I don't really see how anything can be done, right. With that. Mm-hmm. In the end, if education is the real issue here, then maybe sinking more public money into education,
which should be.
Yeah.
Which should be.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll be back right after these words from the Evil Store. Now with 2 locations, Wicker Park and now open in the Austin neighborhood. The Evil Store. All your evil needs for all your evil deeds.
You're listening to the John and Linetia Show.